Hi everyone, Linda here with Love Song Reiki. Let's talk about tuning forks and Reiki and how they're similar. You heard me right. They're similar in their action. They may be different in their systems, but they're similar in their overall action on a person's energy field, on their body. So let's talk about it. So, Reiki's been around for a long time as a system. It was created by Mr. Usui back in the late 1800s. Now, also, we have tuning forks, which are part of sound therapy, and sound has been used for eons for healing. So, why they work is because both are vibration. And guess what? So is your body. If you weren't vibrating, you wouldn't be living. Everything on this planet is vibration. And that vibration creates these electromagnetic waves. So we're always interconnected with each other. They're biophotons from our bodies that are being expelled from us and received by others across the universe. We are all interconnected electromagnetically through this great electric body, through this great electric universe. So, anyways, there's science behind that, but I'm not going to explain that. So, let's talk about it a little more in depth. So, with Reiki, as a practitioner, my training is to move myself into stillness, body, mind, breath, into stillness while I have a client on the table. And what that does is when I'm in stillness, my stillness is communicating with my client's energy field, and it's saying, oh, I feel this stillness. I wish to remember what that's like for myself. And basically, the client's body energy field starts to entrain to my stillness. I'm helping the client's body energy field remember what it's like to feel still. And within that space of stillness, that stimulates your parasympathetic nervous system, which allows for overall relaxation. And what that does is it allows for, studies have shown this, reduced blood pressure, reduced pain, reduced healing times from surgeries or medical procedures, and just an overall sense of more lightness, a little bit more peace as a state of being on a more regular basis, because your body is remembering stillness. And within that space of stillness, you are in peace. You're in coherence. So your cells in your body, instead of going, yeah, that's technical. Instead of that, they're going and singing along happily and peacefully and joyfully and coexisting together nicely. Okay, so coherence in a nutshell. So, anyways, that's Reiki. My stillness helps my client's body and energy field remember stillness, remember coherence, remember peace. So, how does that relate to a tuning fork? Well, tuning forks, when activated, so here I'll use my little 528. When I activate it with whatever I use, my hockey puck or a mallet, it emits a coherent frequency. This one's 528. It emits an electromagnetic signal within my client's energy field that says, hey, this is coherence. And my client who's on the table is like, oh, I like that coherence. I kind of remember I used to be that way. So maybe I can retune myself back into a coherent electromagnetic field, just like the coherent frequency that I'm experiencing through feeling this fork in my field. Now, here's the thing. You may not physically feel a fork, you're hearing it. With a weighted fork like this one, you'll feel it on your body, but you don't have to feel vibration and everything on a physical level. What happens is your energy field feels it, just like Reiki. Okay? A lot of people who lay on a Reiki table having a session with a practitioner don't necessarily feel any energy moving. It's not a conscious thing because we're just asking the client to allow the energy to go where it needs to go, and it's going to act in a person's body. Every person is different. I have some people who, yes, they definitely feel energy moving. They feel sensations in their body. They see colors. They have visions. Other people, like me, when I'm on a table and someone's working on me, I'm just like, yeah. But I know that I'm receiving that peace and stillness, but I'm not necessarily feeling it physically. I have people who, when I strike a fork, they feel it, man. Their body's reacting. They're getting all kinds of sensations through their body. And there are others who, again, they're hearing it in their ears. Their field is feeling it, but they're not necessarily feeling on a physical level. But they're both doing the same thing. They're both working on your vibration. They're reminding your body what it's like to feel coherent signals. They're helping your body remember what it's like to come into that coherence, which then creates a sense of stillness. So Reiki and tuning forks, very different systems, but very similar on how they act within your energy field. So anyways, I just thought y'all might want to hear about that. And if anyone has any questions, you know, you can always comment below. I'm going to share this on all my social media. You can also shoot me an email through my website, lovesongreiki.com, LOVESONGREIKI.com. And I'll be glad to answer any questions you have. And just so you know, I do offer sessions distantly via Zoom, phone, whatever works for you. I also teach here locally in my town in Knoxville, Tennessee. So if any of you are having questions, seeking some education or whatever, please just feel free to reach out. I'm here for you. Love y'all. Bye for now.